I know it's October. I know I said I'd be doing spooky movies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I said I'd be doing spooky time. I'm sorry. I know what I said. Listen, I also said that I'd be taking a look at the latest movies that have recently come out in the form of Borderlands and Bad Boys Ride or Die. So that is what we're taking a look at in today's movie review. We're taking a look at Bad Boys Ride or Die. This is a movie that I watched with my granddad and my nana. We watched it as like a little movie night thing, and it was all round good reviews. So you know it is a certified banger, a certified like it's definitely above a 6 out of 10, but for the real rating you're gonna have to wait till the end of this film review to see what I actually have to rate this movie as. But without any further delay, let's quickly run over to what Google has to say and get into this movie review. So, Bad Boys Ride or Die is a 2024 action comedy that came out a couple of months ago. It is a 15 and it is an hour and 55 minutes. It has a 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb, a 65% on Rotten Tomatoes, and you can watch this on Google Play, Amazon Prime, and YouTube. When the late police captain gets linked to drug cartels, wisecracking Miami cops Mike Lowry and Marcus Burnett embark on a dangerous mission to clear his name. So how this movie actually starts is Mike and Marcus are traveling to Mike's wedding, and Marcus needs a little something to eat, a little something. So he goes into the store, gets a bag of Skittles, gets a hot dog, gets like a special drink, I forget what it is, and then a robbery happens, and Mike comes in, shoots him in the leg, and then they bounce to the wedding. They have a great time, they have a great speech, loving, singing, dancing, laughing. Then Marcus has a heart attack. Fast forward 2 months, he wakes up and goes and stands on a rooftop. He's no longer this scared policeman that he was before. He thinks he's immortal, he thinks he can't die, he's ready to live life to the full. So he signs himself out of the hospital, heads over to his wife, and gets upset that they threw away all his snacks. They then go into work because they see that the police captain has been framed, and they go see his son, like, yo, do you know anything about this? He says, yeah. So they get him out of there. They start to send him over to be like, yo, my son can identify him. So they stick their neck out, and then, boom, plane goes down. And these three manage to survive. Don't fucking know how, but they do. And they start going on the run. They steal some clothes, they steal a couple of cars, they meet up with some cops that they're familiar with and that they know, and they put together a team. Marcus' son saves his family, but then Will Smith's wife gets kidnapped, and the captain's daughter's daughter gets kidnapped as well, and they go on a traveling spree to go and save them. They go to the bad guy's villain base, which is like a crocodile sanctuary, which is a pretty weird choice, but oh well. And they go there. Mike has a panic attack, so he doesn't take the shot, and they have to rush in. He panics again. Marcus snaps him out of it. They split up. Will Smith's son goes after the captain's granddaughter, while they go after his wife. They fight a crocodile. The three other guys take out all the guards. They take out the sort of mayor, who's like a villain. And then they keep going. They just keep going. And they end up killing everyone. They save the day. And Marcus doesn't die because he gets shot in the shoulder. So he drops, and then Will Smith fills the villain up with lead. They go home and have a barbecue. And that's pretty much it. That's the movie. I'm gonna be honest, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. It was great. It had a nice mix of story, nice mix of action, comedy. It took itself seriously when it had to. It was another one of those 2024, 2023 movies with a panic attack, which was shown very well, I will admit. But you know what? I'm not going to dwell into it because every time they try and show a panic attack, it's shown really well. You know, Hollywood is just discovering panic attacks and shoving them anywhere they can because Puss in Boots did it well, and they know people like it, and they know people talk about it. So they're shoving panic attacks anywhere they can. So there is a panic attack here. It was pretty cool, and it did sort of add to his character development a little bit, because the first time he had it towards the start of the movie, he was very stubborn about it and he didn't sort of admit it to himself, whereas at the end of the movie he does admit it to himself and he manages to overcome that fear with the help of his best bud. His best bud also changes his mind to at the end of the movie, like all that sort of talk about being immortal and not being able to die because it wasn't his time. When he actually sees the place from his dream, he's like, oh shit, this is where I'm supposed to die. And he starts to have a little bit of a panic, and he starts to get a little bit scared and goes back to the old Marcus that we all know and love from the first 3 Bad Boys movies. We do have some really cool car scenes and plane scenes with them riding on top of cars and falling out of planes, which is fucking sick. And if you've been a fan of the channel for a while, you will know, especially from my Uncharted review, that these are my favourite fucking scenes. These are the best scenes in movies because they're just so action-packed. They're thrilling, they're exciting, they're dangerous, they're this, that, and the other, and it's just so fun to watch. And I love them. I love them so much. And I can't explain it. It just tickles my little brain. About them falling out of a plane. I don't know why. It just looks exciting and fun and something that I want to try. It has no right to look that fun, and if I was in that situation, I would shit myself. But the way they do it, the way they pull it off, makes it look fucking sick. Act A. Again, it's Will Smith. It's going to be brilliant. It's fucking Will Smith. Of course he's going to be great. Of course he's going to be exciting and, you know, wonderful. It's great. It's Will Smith. So Act A is already on point. We don't really need to dwell or talk about that because it's Will Smith and it's great. And set design, really fucking cool. There is loads of really interesting sets from Marcus's house, which we've seen in all the other movies, and it does get destroyed once again. We have the other cop's house, which actually looks pretty fucking sick, and we have the Crocodile Gator Den, which is also really fucking sick. I thought that was a really cool place for a final battle. It looked sort of run down, creepy, eerie, dangerous, and it provided a little bit more threat with crocodiles added to the mix when they were running around fighting. They had to watch out for crocodiles as well, which is not ideal when you're running around trying to save your wife. But Marcus's character really did take a really interesting turn throughout this movie, with him sort of acting like he couldn't die and having like balls of steel. He danced across the road and managed to survive, and he was adamant that he couldn't die. He was doing all this crazy dangerous stuff, and I'm gonna be honest, he didn't fucking die, so I wasn't fucking wrong. But still, it was still like had you on the edge of your seat watching him do all this crazy shit, because it's like, this is still a comedy movie, so they could get him hit for like funnies and gags. And I fucking knew as soon as he tried to tame that crocodile that he was gonna get bit, and he fucking did, and I fucking knew it. At some point his luck streak would have run out, and it did, and it was funny, and I laughed audibly. It was great. But the overall consensus of this movie from my nana, from my granddad, is that they did enjoy it. They really liked it. They thought it was funny. They thought it was good, and I liked it as well. So that's 3 opinions all right there saying that it's a good movie. So again, I'm not your mum, your dad, parent, guardian, auntie, uncle, father, mother, sister, brother, cousin. I'm just a random stranger on the internet. You don't have to take my advice. You don't have to listen to what I have to say. But when I say this movie's good, I mean it's good. Everyone's saying that they're dragging out the Bad Boys franchise, but if they're all bangers like this one, and if they actually put time, effort, and care into it, I don't mind. Make it go for 10. Make it go till they're 90. Make them go till they're fucking 100. I don't give a shit. If they're all still this good, this funny, this exciting, this entertaining, make more. Make more. Give me 90 of them. Give me 9 more seasons. Give me 12. I don't care. Just give me more. It's 10 out of 10.